Ho, ho, ho! Merry Ripsmas! Yes, guys, it's James. It's early. Wow. It is before 7, and I'm recording this intro to the Patreon feed drop. What are you getting this week? Well, it is a very merry episode of Talkin' Bout Beyblade. What makes it merry? Well, first, it's a holiday episode. I like doing non-denominational stuff, so I just create my own Beyblade-themed holiday. It's good, but what makes it even more special? Well, up until this, this is the 16th episode. So for 15 episodes, I was by myself, guestless, and then, someone shows up, my brother Bout, and the Brix, who stole Ripsmas, which are both played by Nicole. She was doing character work, doing pretty well for herself. She's not used to doing that. So it's a very fun episode. It's Nicole and I being goofballs and expanding the lore of Talkin' Bout Beyblade, which you can hear that lore further expanded because this week, if you're listening on when this is released, Friday, you're getting the Dronzer Claus, which is a parody of the Santa Claus, with Nicole as the guest, not playing a character. Bout is there. Bout is there, my little brother Bout. So in the beginning, there's a character, and then Nicole's there having fun talking about Beyblade. You can find that over on the patreon.com/MLM pod. That's patreon.com/MLM pod. Don't put a the in that URL, but you should know that. Where for $5 a month, you get podcasts every single Friday that are exclusive to the Patreon, like the aforementioned Talking About Beyblade. This Existed with Lil Corey and I. Toku Reading Corner, that's Nicole reading tokusatsu fan fiction, and I make lo-fi renditions of whatever franchise that she is doing. I'm doing covers of those soundtracks. And Engage with Nicolas Cage, where Nicole and I are talking about Nick Cage movies. It's very fun. Go over there. $5 a month, and sometimes you get like some watch-alongs if there's 5 Fridays. It's good times, baby. But if you're a $10 patron, you get exclusive streams and bonus watch-alongs. Those are really fun. For the entire month of December, I've been doing on Sunday a Christmas special watch-along. We had Frosty the Snowman, Frosty Returns, the first 20 minutes of the Santa Claus, and then we'll be closing it out with Snow Day, starring Josh Peck and Chevy Chase. Also, you get shout-outs on all the free feed podcasts, so let's get those before we get into Talking Bout Beyblade. Starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, he's a rapper, Defo, D-F-O, Kayla, a.k.a. Two Grapes, Tyler Wright, he's our friend, Elliot W. at Garlic Sunshine for their amazing artwork, Jordan B. the Chaos Witch, Nicole's brother, My Bickle, my brother in common law, Josh, and Steve Barnes at Intro Void on Spotify and Substack. Go check them out, baby. But without further ado, let the festivities begin on Ripsmas. Well, we're talking about Beyblade. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a Ripsmas story. Now, every boo-hoo down in Boozville liked Ripsmas a lot, but the Brix who lived just north, she did not. The Brix hated Ripsmas the whole Ripsmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be perhaps that her beanie's too tight. It could be she just did it out of spite. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that her whole body was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, her caps or how she never grew, she sat there on Ripsmas Eve, hating McCollum boo-hoo, staring up from her blankets with a Brixy frown at the gnarly Beyblades below in his town. For she knew every boo-hoo down in Boozville beneath was busy hanging a holly boo-hoo stricken with grief.
And they're hanging their ripcords.
She snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Ripsmas, and it's practically here.
Then she growled with her Brix fingers nervously thrumming.
I must find a way to keep Ripsmas from coming.
Oh no, guys, what will happen? All I know is that I'm McCollum boo-hoo and I'm holiday sad while talking about Beyblade.
Coming pip sweet, I'm coming pip peace. Need a fucking rip, that fucking rip so.
I'm coming pip sweet, better get a fucking grip. While I summon pip peace, screaming that it fucking rip so. Yeah.
Or boo-hoo-hoo. I'm McCollum boo-hoo like Cindy Lou Who, but my nose ain't messed up. Taylor Momsen, I'll fisticuffs ya. Fra, fra, fra. You pretty reckless? Well, I'm pretty hectic. But today I ain't no bullet point maniac. I'm a bullet point saddy sack from Daddy Sack or Zaddy Sack. And instead of just going bang, 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 I was thinking about doing like cling, 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 you know, because those are sleigh bells, or maybe a candy cane, 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 cane. I'm Mike Cocaine. I'm Mike Candy Cane Cane. Oh, yeah. Guys, you might hear something, and is that the pitter-patter of little hooves on my roof? No, it's the pitter-patter of boo-hoo, and also an echo in this room. Guys, I'm not in the Beyblade Clubhouse proper, but any place I'm with the mic and talking about Beyblade is the goddamn clubhouse in my eyes. My dead shark eyes that no one will ever say, whoa. Actually, that's a lie. The only thing people would say on Plenty of Fish or the Who Done It. What was the name of these dating sites? I don't know. Why would it be Who Done It? People would comment on my eyes looking beautiful, but these days they're dead as the day is Ripsmas, and that is today. Guys, because of the holiday season, it's the reason to be heading home. Yes, guys, I'm currently in my childhood bedroom. Yeah, guys, I don't believe in COVID. I'd rather die free than live friggin' scared like you motherfuckers out there saying, oh, James, I'm not going home. You gotta stay safe. Like all my friggin' faux hosts out there. Ho, 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 ho. Yes. But guys, I'm back home. I took multiple public transits. I was going on sleigh. I was going on reindeer, clip and clop. How is that public, you ask? Well, we jammed a bunch of people on one tiny reindeer's back, practically snapped its hoof in half. Good thing we didn't, because we all, of course, were concealing. So we would... Legs snapped a reindeer. Yeah, it can fly, I guess, but we still would have shot it out of its misery. And oh, I just saw like a visage in the mirror, and they were looking very like, oh my God, what is going on? But guys, I've sleigh ride, reindeer, Greyhound, that was actually Indian Trails, which is not the name of a Gotham thing. That's Indian Hills, I think. So I did that. People coughing everywhere, but I'm like, that's just the common cold, you little bitches. And I'm a rarity, okay? I'm the dying breed that everyone wants to be. I'm a patriot. I'm a rebel, okay? Like in goddamn Star Wars. You aren't saluting to the Empire, Gretchen, am I right? No, you're with Princess Leia, Melania, and you're having a fucking blast. So I'm here in my childhood home, and you know how much I love to spend time with 1, family, and 2, during the holidays, and 3, in the beautiful, adventurous town of Muskegon, Michigan. Oh, there's so much to do here. You can go to Little Caesars, pick up some pizza, go home, maybe go to Wesco if their icy machines are working and get a Slurpee Slurp, and then go home, watch Steven Universe. I guess that Muskegon is as adventurous as current day pandemic Chicago. So, hey, if you enjoy living in this pandemic, which I know so many of you motherfuckers do, just live in Muskegon. You'll have a great time. Where was I? Okay, so this isn't as treated as my normal, hey, cluttered, what did I write down here? The highly cluttered walk-in closet that is the Beyblade Clubhouse doubles as. But guys, I'm in my childhood room. If these walls could talk, they'd probably say, "Uh-oh, we saw some illegal shit going down." I mean, depending on how old the walls would technically be, if they're watching Teenage Me just J.O.ing, they'd say, "Oh, we shouldn't be seeing this. We can't avert our gaze because we are but walls." Immediately, what my family did, day one, I left the home, and if I were to say, "Hey, I forgot something," my room looked immediately not like it was. There's no longer the hard. This is the only way I can describe it. Hard shag rug. It's not from a gross way. It's just that's how it was made. It's a hard shag rug. A carpenter could probably explain it better, but I ain't no carpenter, all right? The only thing I have in common with a carpenter is I have body dysmorphia. Where was I? But so let me describe how my room was. Pitch green walls, like the greenest you've ever seen. Black drapes with even darker trimming, which just sucked light out of my room. I had half a bunk bed with guardrails so I wouldn't topple over still, even though I was just a few feet off the ground. The crusty love sock I had, previously mentioned hard matted shag rugs, which now that I say the crusty love sock, you might be thinking, oh, it was made gross. No, it was always like that. And then, of course, oh man, glad there aren't bunk beds in there because you would just run your knuckles across the popcorn ceiling and just immediately gush out blood. And then your family would say, "James, why are you doing such kooky things?" And it's saying, because I want to live. I want to feel alive. But then we also have a wobbly ceiling fan and 2 closets, one for clothes and the other for wraps. The only thing, though, that is still here is still from when I moved in, because it was previously my sister's room, are carvings she made before, of course, the runnings away in teenage pregnancy. But there's, Blink-182, Tom Hopkiss, I think is his name. It's his class of 2007, which she technically was in, but I don't know, like, the semantics of how that works if you don't complete your high school or college. Can you still say you're part of that class? I don't know. And of course, names of old boyfriends, one specifically that I'm seeing etched in with beautiful penmanship, carpenter, Andrew Riley. I remember this person. He was okay. There's Cool, which would have been Matt Bennett, and then Nonplus, which I think it was someone who was in Mustard Plug. I think they were in that band, or Duck Bomb. One of the two. I don't know. Fact checked it for me, person in the mirror. Hey, he's not doing it. Oh, wait, I totally forgot. Frank doesn't like to travel, so he is with us on Zoom. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Frank, you sound terrible. Why does it... We have good internet at home and here. Why? The bandwidth is terrible. Okay,
James, this is
whoa, Bodie! Oh my God, I forgot you were here. What up, Bodie? Hey guys, it's my late in life brother. meaning like my father and stepmother had him late in life. It's Bodie, real name Robo. I call him Bodie. How you doing?
Hi.
Why are you here?
The bit with Frank is depressing.
Oh, no, it's still good. He's here.
Yeah, it's real sad.
Okay. Also, Bodie, don't be nervous on the mic.
Okay.
You gotta man up a little, dude. You sound like a child. You're like 12.
Okay.
Whoa, yes, Bodie. Bodie, what are you into these days? You're 12, meaning you were born in a year.
Pogs?
Pogs, what?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
You know, like Pog Champ, you know?
Oh, like the dog thing?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
There are many forms of Pog, and I don't know which one you're referring to. I thought you meant like the slammers.
I like dogs.
Okay. What's that dog always running around? What's his name? Uchi? No, that's another one. Your dog.
My dog?
Yeah. I don't know the name of the dog. Itchy? No, those are our aunt's dogs.
Tofu?
Tofu? Is that the name of it? My dad's dog and your dog. What is the name of that dog? Bungie. There we go. Bungie. Okay.
It's Ichi, I'm pretty sure.
It's Ichi? What? That sounds like some hentai stuff.
No, it's like itchy, but you say it Ichi.
Ichi, I'm so itchy. How's remote schooling been?
Stupid.
Okay. What'd you ask for Christmas? Some Sid Voorhees CDs?
Pogs.
Okay, so just the digital representation or pictures of...
Yeah, I just want photos of Pogs.
You want to know, I did something funny. Can I tell you what I got you for Christmas?
I guess so.
You'll be opening it up right now. It's a Pog of Pogs. Yeah, you can do some slammers, be like, I'm 90s as heck. It's pretty cool.
You can't say that word.
I can say heck all I want.
No.
And why are you actually here?
Oh.
You know, oh my God. Did Dad send you?
No.
Okay. Then why are you here? I'm recording. And I just so happened because I can't like get the way in which we have this set up. I have a microphone set up to the speakers to get Frank, which we found out he's using the Discord web browser and not the desktop app. So he needs to switch over to that. We just have that up to the speakers, how Dakota and I would record piano stuff. We would just hold the microphone up to one of the speakers on the keyboard.
Okay.
Stories of my life. Tell me a story of yours. Are you into hiking like they are?
Who?
Our parents. I'm pointing towards their bedroom.
Sorry.
Bodie, you're named after a rowboat, aka named after our dad's first pet. Do you resent him for that?
No, I don't care.
Would you rather be called like Ro or Bodie? Or RB? Roast beef.
Bodie is cool because it's like from that comic book.
What comic? Oh, you're into comics?
Yeah.
Oh, because, did you get the consent book that Nicole gave you for Christmas? Because Nicole only gives you, is Bodie from an LGBTQ comic book?
No.
Because that's normally what Nicole sends you guys.
It's from Lock and Key.
Okay. Did you watch the show where you spookified?
No, yeah, it was too scary.
Okay. Ooh, I'm scared. So you just watched the Wikipedia like I did? I mean, read the Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Bodie, I gotta... Do I need to keep talking about how...
I don't know, it's your show.
Guys, Andrew Riley was, he sounds like a serial killer from a Ryan Murphy production. That's all I was going to say. I was going to improv some stuff, but we're doing well on time. Bodie, are you going to leave?
I guess, jeez.
I have I got to go on to, like, start talking about this stuff.
Okay, fine.
All right, see you later, Bodie. All right. Okay, guys, we're already ramping up. Only 20 minutes in? Less on your feed? We're ready to talk about episode 16 of Beyblade Season 1 called My Enemy, My Friend, and ooh-wee, it's a good one. I'm excited to talk about it. Huh! What the F was that? Bodie, are you still here? Bodie's not here. Okay. It sounded like it came up from the ceiling, no longer popcorn. Okay, well, ceiling to the north is fine. Let me go. Ceiling to the west. No, nothing there in that corner. Ceiling all the way to the south. Nothing there. I don't even think I need to check the east. It's going to be the same as all the other ones, but I'll just do it, guys, okay? And then east. Oh, guys, it's the
Brix.
No, the Brix is here. Everyone's hated person of interest when it comes to hating Ripsmas. The Brix, why are you here?
'Cause I hate Ripsmas.
Why though?
Nobody knows.
Wait, you don't either?
No.
You're acting like you're talking for other people and not yourself. You have a blanket with you. Oh, wait, did you just pull your pants off the Brix?
Yeah. Get those out of here.
This is my childhood bedroom.
I'm getting real comfy in here.
But how'd you get in here? We have barred windows.
Ichi, let me in here, baby.
It's not the dog's name. What are you doing? Wait a second. Speaking of dogs, why'd you put antlers on Frank? How did you put antlers on Frank?
I just told him to and he did it.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
What?
It's just clip art Frank put on. He's sleeping right now.
Aww.
Oh, do you like cats?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, you're so tiny. I heard you were 2 sizes too small, but now that I know, I'm seeing what you are. You're like a Thumbelina lady. You're a thumbtack of a woman.
Yeah, mostly blanket at this point.
Oh, so loud, so loud. Who are you?
I already said I'm the Brix.
No, but like, what? Let's dive in. Who are your guys?
My guys?
Okay, you don't listen to Marin. Okay. What do you do for fun?
I interrupt podcasts that are trying to spread Ripsmas joy.
Okay, so you've only interrupted one podcast ever because I think there aren't any Beyblade podcasts besides maybe one from 2017.
There are a lot more than you think.
Oh, maybe on Patreon. Okay. Like where we're at. /MLM pod. Are you here to hurt me?
No.
Okay. I know why you're here, but like what? Why are you this way?
I already said.
No one knows. I know, but you can't do you have amnesia? Why do you hate Beyblade so much? No one knows? Oh my God. Give me anything. What do you like to eat?
Ooh, that's a good question. I like to eat, old shoes, I guess.
Worth the wait. You just looked over there. Oh, okay. I was thinking you'd say, I like to eat Beyblade so children can't play with them. Or full-grown adults. What do you think of a man who plays with toys?
I think they're a simp.
What if they're a simp for their love?
Okay.
Okay, no, just a simp is bad. Remember when simp used to
I
mean
never
just a
said it
sorry-ass
was
pimp?
bad.
Oh, so you're fine with simps.
I just said that's what they are.
You're like, let them simp on, playa.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of just like things people would say about pimps, but then putting simp there. It used to mean sorry ass pimp. At least I'm pretty sure a 50 Cent song said that in 2004.
That's a sap.
Oh, a sap, a sorry ass pimp. Yeah, that's actually weird. Maybe it's a sorry pimp, but then they put in sorry ass to make it fit a rhyme scheme better. The barometer, the meter, whatever Shakespearean people say. Well, you got any? What are you up to?
I'm here
Okay.
to interrupt your podcast.
Were you here while I was watching Beyblade?
No.
Oh, you weren't. I was
Okay,
hoping.
maybe.
Okay.
I was outside the window looking in.
Wait, did Bungie, not Ichi, did Bungie open the window for you?
No.
They're cranked, so he could have cranked it with his little head.
That's a tiny dog. Its neck would break.
Well, he just jumps up and latches onto it, hanging off, and just wriggles around and hopes that it moves it.
No, he showed me where the doggy door was.
Okay.
And I'm small enough I could just wiggle through there.
Because your 2 sizes too small. I've never had like a proper guest before.
Clearly.
Would you... Normally it's people who are also like abrasive towards me, besides even my friends like Godzilla and Freddy Krueger. Would you like to stick around and talk about the episode of Beyblade, My Enemy, My Friend?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Oh, so you're just here to be like an opposing opinion.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I hate this show, so you'll be like, I love the show?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get right into it. Speaking of getting right away into it, scene 1 of
You're not going to talk about what Ripsmas is?
Ripsmas, it's like a parallel for Christmas. That's what it is.
All right, way to fucking cop out on that bit.
Wait, what? No, it's the Ripsmas spirit. You let her rip and let her shit. I did a really conceptual thing last month where it was a very layered I turned a light on, where it's very layered of what Blade's giving is. And it's really just this, it's a non-denominational way to praise be the holidays, the Christmas season, the only time of year that needs holidays, because summer, as Howard Kramer lets you know, is the undeniable season. You gotta have it. And there aren't any man-made holidays besides 4th of July, but that's like, that just so happened to happen on that day.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is
Labor Day.
Yeah, but those are outside of summer, technically. Summer. Do you enjoy summer?
No, I hibernate in the summer.
Oh, okay, so you enjoy winter.
Yes.
All right, we're getting some backstory
And it would
for
be
you.
perfect
Yeah?
if Ripsmas wasn't in the middle of it.
Why?
Because Ripsmas is the worst.
Why don't you like Ripsmas?
Because it's the worst.
Oh, so now you have a reason. Before you were saying no one knows.
If that's a reason, sure.
Okay. What else is the worst? Taxes, am I right? You do taxes?
No,
What's your source of income?
I don't.
All right, let's get into this right away. Ray and Mariah are kicking things right off right away. And we find out about Galax. Galax? Galax, I believe, is what Mariah's Bit Beast is. It's that cat Bit Beast. And it's special attack. They always give you a special attack on people's blade. It's called Cat Bites, which is twice as strong as Franklin unless he has his getting bathed bonus, because anger strengthens his jawline, and he's one handsome cat. Thoughts? If you have anything to say so far on this episode, I know we're barely in.
I said I'll interrupt you.
Okay, hell yes, I'm in fuck. I'm in love with my spouse.
Weird. It seems like this is something you would con her into doing.
Who?
And why she keeps agreeing, I don't know.
That's my mantra, baby.
I hate it.
Okay, so they start battling. It's Mariah and Ray, and it's a crowd full of groupies, which is weird because this happens IRL when there are teens who are, I guess, mainly singers, teens, and actors, teens. Like teens, age appropriate people will still go to the show and be like, I love you, marry me, which is so odd for a 14-year-old to ask another 14-year-old to do that. But then they flash over to Ray, and Ray just has these fully developed women shouting for him, which makes me think like, oh, he has to be like a 17-year-old. Because if he's 14 or younger, and these women are like, I'm gonna marry him now. It's disturbing.
I'm sorry, when was that in the episode?
It was very early on in the episode. Like the first one. Oh, and then here's what happens afterwards. But it's like Justin Bieber and the One Direction boys.
Are you just talking about the people in the crowd?
Yeah. And they say, wow, they have such big fans, but they are saying things like, I'll marry them. And then...
No.
Yes. Absolutely. I'm not kidding. This is
okay.
I've seen this now twice. One before I trekked with COVID and I was feeling a little loopy and confused. So I was like, I need to re-up and watch this again. And then Dizzy says, well, if I had Mariah's looks, I'd be popular too. Saying like, oh, this little hussy is stealing my men because I love tween boys. Dizzy, get out of here, you saucy lady. And then Tyson and the boys are like, oh, well, Dizzy's friend Max is saying, man, I would love to be in Ray's shoes right now. And Tyson goes, the same thing happens to me. Oh, man, you get tired of all the attention. And Brix, do you ever get tired of the attention you see as a malevolent entity of folklore that terrorizes kind town folk?
Yes.
Oh, you do get tired of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If someone loved you so much and just wanted to be around you all the time, would you get tired of that?
Yes.
No!
Because the reason I don't like the other attention is because I just don't want attention at all.
Oh, wow. You should go to therapy.
Not the first time I heard that, am I right?
That's what all the comments are on talking about Beyblade. James, go to therapy. I can't afford it because I don't have insurance, but maybe I will soon because I turned in an application for free.
Maybe.
Fingy crossed. And then what's his face comes up. What's he talking about? Someone says, that one guy, Kai, is like, oh man, once he gazes to Mariah's eyes, he's done for.
He goes to mess his pants.
Yeah, and he'll have to be like, I need to leave, and have to put a trapper keeper in front of his stain. He or I guess like
a Beyblade.
Well, I was gonna say Tyson's giant ass hand just hovers. Even 4 feet away, it's still large enough to encapsulate a shadow as dark as the stain itself. I liked that. It was a good turn of phrase. But Mr. Holographic is saying, oh, young love, what it to be. Have you ever been in love, Brix? Have you ever loved?
I guess I kind of like that dog.
Oh, wait, what dog? Itchy?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that is someone's dog's name.
Uh-huh.
Whose dog is named that?
You know what, the Simpsons.
That's Santa's little helper.
It's Itchy and Scratchy.
Oh, that's not a dog. That's a cat or a mouse. I have watched that show so many times, I do not know who is who. I'm guessing Itchy is the mouse because he keeps itching him to, like, the cat to be like, hey, come get me. And then he's got to give it a scratch. But, because he's a cat, he is probably Scratch. Scratchy's probably the cat. Do you think that's sound logic?
Sure.
All right. I mean, darn it. Fuck. But then we see the dish. Every single episode of this, as you know, because you hate it so much, which haters are really actually lovers. They're like your biggest fans.
Hey, a view is a view. Am
I
I
right? Yeah. They show this special dish, and it's the Forbidden City dish. And I'm like, is this sacrilegious? It's taboo and risque, at least. And it would be akin to if they're like, it's the White House dish, or it's Ground Zero dish. And I was thinking,
not the same at all.
Yes, it is. And I was thinking of like, what specs would those two have? Like sadness, of course, with the White House these days. Ground Zero would have some sort of like asbestos flying around, because I think they're like, it would affect your lungs because so many first responders ended up having lung healthcare issues later on. That's getting sad. We're behind the paywall, baby. Let us know, guys. What would specs for? So like this one dish had dirt tracks and would make it sticky situations. That's dumb. But other ones have been like, super smooth, and they rotate and there's a second dish in the middle, or just like a dish that has like a bunch of pillars so it's hard to get around everything and you'll bash into them. Let us know. What do you think the White House and Ground Zero would be like? But now we're on to scene 2, and the battle is beginning. But Ray is getting slammers, wobblers, and tailspins, making it so he's in trouble. And then we see Galax for the first time. That's Maria's Beyblade. Beyblade? Do you know that word?
Yeah.
Bodie, what's your thoughts on Beyblade?
I don't think he's here anymore.
Dang it, fuck. Wow. Absolutely wow. Fucking stiff-armed so hard right there. Could have leaned back and said literally anything. But Galax, the cat, meows. And I'm like, Frank, are you my bit beast? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think he muted his mic, damn it. Frank, I can't hear you. You're screaming it. You muted it. Just go back to sleep. All right.
Good old Franks.
Oh, no, it's Frank. It's not Frax. He'd never Frax. He's not drilling in like RuPaul.
Oh, no.
But Ray loses the first session hard, like absolutely obliterated. And Brix, have you ever been embarrassed so badly like that? Have you ever lost so embarrassingly?
I don't like to talk about it.
Okay, well, let's open up. You need therapy. I'll be your therapist.
I just said I don't want to talk about it.
Well, sometimes you got to talk about it. I just want to talk to somebody. Like a brick wall. Like a Brix wall. That's what I'm calling you from now on. The animation and drawing in this episode is so much better than the other stuff. It looks clear. It looks crisp. We're 16 episodes in. It might be like, hey, we know that this show is successful, so we can put a little bit more money in it. It's not like, we had 15 banked before it started running. Let's see what happens. I don't know. What are your thoughts? How did you think this looked?
Bad.
Okay. I mean, but compared to the other episodes, have you seen any of those? Dog on
Still
Logmon?
bad.
Okay. There's a Digimon in it. It was just a dog on a log who drowned. Pretty cool. But second session starts, and Ray just can't concentrate because he's getting domed so hard out there. And Kai, he walks up and he says, Ray, wake up. Get out of school. Battles are fought with the head, not the heart. And I was like, tell that to my Yu-Gi-Oh friends, because it's the heart of the cards. And then dirty phrase from Dizzy of the Month is this. She says some bullshit and then goes, unplug me if I'm wrong, which sounds very dirty. She's like, 2 + 2 is 4. Unplug me if I'm wrong. It's someone, plugging her holes open, and then she says that. You hot?
I'm gonna leave.
No, don't leave, Brix. What else do we need? And then Mariah, they get a double slammer, and then she wobbles out. She's donezo, and finally, this is the last scene 3. It starts out with them arguing with each other, and what's this? I don't know what this note says. I'll be mine. Thwill be mine. Oh, okay. I know what this note is about now, but that's next. Kenny is like, oh, I love data. What's wrong with loving algebra? And then Dizzy goes, nothing. If you're a calculator, that is. And Nicole, what's wrong with being utterly sad all the time? Nothing if you're a calculator. Do you think calculators are sad? Brix.
Yeah.
Do you think calculator, were you sleeping?
No, I thought you said Nicole, so I thought you were.
Wait, did I? No, I said Brix.
Someone else.
I said Brix.
Okay.
I thought I did Brix. I apologize. You're just so uncanny to my spouse in, stature.
That's
so tiny.
Rude to say about your spouse.
You're also pale as she is, and you're just running around with tiny little baby green hairs all around you. It's pretty cute. Anyone ever tell you that you're handsome?
No.
Have you ever made love? I'll take that silence as you don't kiss and tell. Kiss and tell everything you said. I got that way. The third session starts, but that one guy, Lee of the White Tigers.
Is this a universe where all the kids are cats?
Yes, they are all cats.
Okay.
Every single one of them on the White Tigers. They have even the pupils.
Yeah.
I'm so glad someone is finally on the show, and I didn't promote it. I didn't prompt it. They said it out of nowhere. These kids are cats. But Lee, who's a Puma kid, he goes, this will be mine. And I was just like, talk slower, dude.
Are they all on that drug that makes you slow motion?
Ambien?
Sure.
Oh, slow-mo from Judge Dredd?
Sure.
Okay, everyone's favorite movie from, 2011, Judge Dredd? Or were you thinking of Freon? That makes your voice slow.
No.
Okay, third session begins with some tailgating. Brix, what sports do you guys do in caves?
Caves?
Yeah, don't Brixes live in caves?
Brixes?
There's only one of you?
Wow. Racist.
What? I'm saying when you and your Brix friends are in the cave together.
Okay. So you think we all have the same name?
I thought you were a Brix.
And we all live in caves. That was a one person, one time.
Wait, what one am I thinking of? I thought I was thinking of specifically you.
I don't fucking know.
Oh my God.
Maybe my cousin?
Who's your cousin?
Fucking Lenny.
Does he like to be told stories of the rabbits?
I don't know. I don't talk to him. He lives in a fucking cave.
Oh, so you don't live in a cave?
No.
What sports does he do? Does he do stalactite soccer?
He used to play Cats in the Cradle.
What's that?
It's like a game you play with string.
Okay, I've never.
Those cat kids would probably like it.
No, they couldn't. They'd be just clawing at it too bad. I'm
surprised they're not chasing the Beyblades all over the place.
Someone did. They had a laser beam bit beast. It was just a bit beast that was a laser pointer, and it distracted all of them.
Yeah.
And Galax was chasing after it, going, meow, meow.
Yeah.
And then it shit all over the floor of the arena.
Yeah.
And someone had to clean it up.
Did you notice when they both called their cat monsters, it kind of looked like yin and yang, like that kid's Thingus?
Yeah. Before I knew his name, I was calling him Yin and Yang Kid, which I had to say, it's not a racist thing. That's the only descriptive thing on him is
You can't say cat kid because they're all cats.
Well, this was also before the rest of them were cats, but I didn't you don't pick up on the cat thing because also Max looks like a cat.
What about the blue-haired cat?
What about what blue-haired cat?
Or white-haired cat?
White-haired? Kai?
What color hair does he have? He has like blue shit on his face.
Kai, the triangle.
Sure.
Face. That's not a cat. He doesn't look. He's the only him and Max. Which I mean, if Max maybe he has beautiful kitten eyes.
What about that computer cat?
She's in heat.
Ew.
She's going.
When you boot up his computer, it's just.
I used to be able to impersonate. I would be in school. Yeah, it was a specific noise. I would do an impression of my cat Cassie when she was in heat.
You are fucking gross.
Whoa, whose voice was that? I was 7 or something.
If I was your teacher, I'd be like, fucking leave.
It was like, no, it's not that. It's like,
Stop.
No, that sounds like a one of those. One of those shaky cow things. I'm a shaky cow. Shake me, cow. Shake me, cow. One more cow. We're almost done. They're having the time of their friggin' lives is what they say. And they won the hearts of the crowd, which is so cool. It's just like pro wrestling. The only sport I've ever seen that you can do that. The crowd's, we're cheering for them. Oh, we're cheering for them. And then just a friggin' great wrestling match. And you're like, I don't care who wins right now. I'm excited and hyped as hell. And then Mariah and Ray, they're like, oh, we were happy when we were young. So let's go back to being children. I can find the Lazarus pit to keep us young forever. And then it turns into an exploration anime, which with encounters fought and solved through Beyblades. It would be a much better show. It's like Gotham. Do you like Gotham, Brix?
It's my favorite soap opera.
Hell yeah. What's your second favorite soap opera? Mine's WWE. Okay, you're just a Gotham person.
Yeah.
A Gotham Brix. What are you then? Are you human? Are you a boo-hoo as well?
Well, I don't know. This is your fucking lore.
I thought you were the equivalent to
I'm
the
not
Grinch.
good at improv. I'm trying my hardest.
I thought you were the equivalent to the Grinch and just in this world.
Okay, but then you said there were multiple Brixes.
I thought maybe there were multiple Grinches. Because isn't he left at a doorstep in the Jim Carrey one? I should have watched that, not the horny-ass NBC one to be like, this will be fun to play off from. But no, you just forget all of it. Do you have a horny dog?
In the sense that he has horns, yes.
Oh, whoa, wait. Oh, but you can't include Frank.
I think Frank's.
Oh, Frax. Frax.
Frax.
Okay.
Frax.
Okay, yes. Yeah. I shouldn't have watched that. I should have watched the Jim Carrey one. But one was much shorter than the other one because the Jim Carrey one, I would have watched all of it. The other one, I just shut off. Do you think that guy really has a huge deedle like they say he does in American Horror Story?
Probably.
Which, speaking of that, so I should have known you were out there because I heard someone say out the window, is this done yet? Which... that's the charm of this show. It has multiple endings like Lord of the Rings or American Horror Story where you're like, oh, it's building up in music. It's crescendoing in action. This is where like the nice, perfect cliffhanger cutoff is. No. What about the next one? Nope. What about the fourth one? No, it's usually the 5th or 6th. But it's still the same length of show. It's weird. What's the next thing? then they're like, make me a promise, Ray. Whoever wins, we stay friends. And then Ray goes, I promise. Men, am I right? Can't keep a friggin' promise to save their life. Only their deedle. Thank you for burping in that mic.
Tastes like shoe.
That's a callback. See, you're good at this. Also, it's like what Ray says something every teenage woman loves to hear, which is, I had an awesome time with you. You're awesome. A woman who is in love with you loves to hear that. It's kind of like Freddy from Scooby-Doo. He's like, you sure are keen, Daphne Blake. Thoughts on Scooby-Doo?
The only Freddy I know is from my car lease, so.
Oh, I thought you said from my car lease, and I was like, you're just telling me who you bought?
That's way funnier.
Freddy's Ford's on Fairfax. Go down there and you'll be set up. No ARP required. 0 down. 0%. We're practically giving them away. Truly, we are. All right, we just got a couple more. The Bit Beasts bond together in the yin and yang type deal, and then Ray won so hard Mariah's hair ribbon came loose from her head.
Yeah, her ribbon made her look like she had cat ears, but then she didn't.
Yeah, once that's undone and she feathers her brow and says, meow, but then you're like, oh yeah, she's a cat.
I'm sorry, how do you feather your brow?
Like this. You feather your brow.
Okay.
You know, like how you furrow your brow, but this, you feather it. It's where you comb it out with a blow dryer, and then it looks like your mom's photos from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feather it out.
Yeah.
And then finally, Leon versus Tyson. That's what it's set up for, and it's a watercolor splash page to end out the show of Talkin' Bout Beyblade. This was a very exciting episode. Well, taking notes, I have realized that if I'm just watching this, not taking notes, not pausing to be like, ooh, I can make a joke here, it's dull.
Yeah, I had to fight to stay awake.
Ooh, you should have drank that cold brew beforehand.
I did not want to be fully awake for that.
I wanted to be fully torqued.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
Why? You're a stranger and I'm talking about my deedle being erected?
Yeah, while you're watching a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Oh, no. I'm only thinking about DJ Scuzzman. That's the announcer's name in the show.
Excuse you?
Yeah, it's DJ Scuzzman.
Doesn't scuzz? Isn't that like a sexual thing?
No, scuzz I usually think is like glug or spum. Maybe those, or jizz, like it's spum and jizz mixed together. But scuzz is like scuzz. I think it's more like drinking, like when you crack something open, like scuzz. Or maybe it's DJ Jazzman. It might be DJ Jazzman, not Scuzzman. That actually might be a Hollywood Handbook character. Scuzzman. What does scuzz mean?
Okay. Noun, also called scuzzball, scuzzbucket. A dirty, grimy, sordid, or repulsive person or thing.
Yeah, you scuzz. Yeah, I think Hollywood
You
Handbook.
can whip all this scuzz into the spare room and shut the door.
Ew. Oh, so it's not even just a person, it's just like things as well.
Yeah, like a
Trash.
descriptor.
Okay. Well,
You can be a scuzz.
the Brix, thank you for being here. Do you want to stick around and maybe read some shout outs? You don't have to.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta maybe get going and ruin some child's Christmas. I mean, Ripsmas, because the Brix.
Oh,
I gotta do stuff and make children cry. So
Do you have anything to plug?
no,
Okay, listen to Engage with Nicolas Cage.
Ripsmas is the worst, and Beyblade sucks. ass.
Why do you taunt me like this, spirit? You scuzzy as hell. DJ Scuzz, man. All right, guys, on to the shout-out. And remember, I'm not good at Christmas puns because Christmas isn't the coolest holiday to me, only because I love my Nicole. Oh, I miss her so much because I'm in Muskegon. I miss her. Oh, but let's get on to these holiday shout-outs. Oh, yeah! First up, we have the Feast of Steven, commander of the Bit Beast Protection Group, Bit Pizza, not Beast. Steve has quite the Ripsmas delivery on his hands today. You see, Druger and Galax's writhing battle bond did more than rekindle a teenage romance shattered by betrayal and misunderstandings. It made our two feline friends with child, pregnant and waiting to burst on Ripsmas, much like Jesus when the world was created 2,000 years ago. So Steve is ready, waiting with warm towels as the Ripsmas doula he now is. Come on, Galax, you've got this. He, hoo. Druger, oh, this is all your fault. Come on, he, hoo. Oh, the kitten is crowning. One more push. Yes. Oh my God. Guys, remember that this is taking place in 2001, and yes, Franklin, that's you. You are a Bit Beast, and Steve delivered you. You're a Ripsmas miracle. Next up, we have Eric Mary of Manger Command Power Hour, Clash Creature sales rep and tournament promoter in the Beyblade world. You've heard it once and you'll hear it again, unless you've ripped your bum ears out. But to master Clash Creatures, you have to have your heart in the cards. However, Eric, our friend from a world he never wanted, overheard Kai this week say that to win Beyblade, you gotta play with your head, not your heart. A concept quite foreign and contraire, mon frere, to his entire world view. But hey, why not give it a shot? Maybe it'll throw your opponents for a loop, Eric. Come on, man. You got this. Come on. Oh, wait, shit. We gotta get out of here. Quick, run! Eric put his brain into the cards, which tethered his mind, body, and soul to all his creatures, giving him an enemy of mythical beasts to wage war on us plebes. Wait, hold up. False alarm, everyone. He's just having them do dance routines from Kamen Rider Gaim. It's completely harmless. Now on to Tito, Dizzy's wingman for sexual prowess. Now, you may have noticed that I always talk of Tito and Dizzy's relationship in the past tense. Well, that's because they no longer live together. They don't hate each other, no bad blood, they just outgrew needing a roommate. However, the time they spent growing into their own, the friendship they developed over many years, and the hours of perverted debauchery they can only reminisce over with each other because others, quite frankly, would call a priest for an exorcism, all of this bonded them in soul and mind for eternity. However, it's not all that cool. Pretty much when one hears a particularly crunchy anime opening, the other gets hyped as well. You thought it was going to be shared orgasms, didn't you? Well, you're not wrong, because crunchy anime opens make Tito come. Next is Alex Z, aka the Ripsmas Waz, founding member of Big Sisters Against Beyblade. Alex was hoping for a Ripsmas miracle, maybe a National Lampoon's Ripsmas Vacation. But instead of sitting down to type up a holiday letter to friends and family, she's having to send out a memo to all the little brothers out there explaining why it's wrong to desecrate and destroy historical monuments. Something she thought was common sense, but minds unstimulated after playing Beyblade for hours have their senses quite irregular. So please, do not, I repeat, do not yank up Lady Liberty's dress, Texas barbecue at Taj Mahal, ask an architect to straighten out the Tower of Pisa, engrave Stussies on Lady Liberty's tablet, strap traffic cones to your chest and raid the tomb of the unknown soldier, or even come within 100 feet of Lady Liberty. Fingers crossed this will get you through New Year's, Waz. It's time for our friend Orion, a constellation brighter than the North Star, who is the MC and announcer of smaller BBA tournaments. Ladies and gentlemen, bits and beasts, I present you the greatest Ripsmas song ever, and it was written by our good friend Defo. Let me just switch the recording over to my vocal mic. All right, should be good in just a second. So, all right. Without further ado, I hit record and oh my God. How did I do that? My voice. Oh my God, it was angelic. Oh, I hit that high G. How? Oh boy. Oh, let me check the recording to make sure I didn't peak or anything, but either way, I'm still gonna sound, oh shit. Now we've got Kayla, aka 2 Grapes and a cartridge of Mario 3, best-selling author of Beyblade-related YA novels. This week we're not talking about a new 2 Grape story, but one of her holiday classics, because every year when the snow starts falling, I snuggle up with Franklin and read A Ripsmas Carol, a tale where 8 Scroogely, Beyblading-hating faux hosts are visited by 3 bit beasts of Ripsmas past, present, and future to be shown the true meaning of Ripsmas. However, they're an absolute stubbornly lot, so when they wake on Ripsmas morning, they still shove their gracious co-host McCollum into a snow pile from a 3rd-story window. It's also a very horny story because, it's still a young adult novel, so Frank and I do feel uncomfortable reading it together with one another in each other's lap. Next is my BFF Burvey, aka Tyler Wright, the greatest father in all of Beyblade. This year, Tyler partook in the 25 Days of Ripsmas, a tradition of giving and learning where parents gift a new Beyblade and knowledge of nifty techniques to their children every night for 25 days, leading to appreciative, well-rounded Beybladers. Except the parents give the children all the jobber blades and leave the top-tier parts for themselves for the traditional squashing of the children on Ripsmas night. Now to my bud duo Grun Socks hanging on the fireplace, creator of experimental Beyblade and Beyblade accessories. This month, Grunfox is in a charitable mood, and a tax write-off one too. You see, Grunfox wants to bring Ripsmas joy to all the girls and boys, but knows bit beasts are the hot ticket item this holiday season, and, well, there aren't enough to go around. Barely enough to fill out the small, dude-heavy cast of Beyblade. So, Grunfox created a pill for bit beasts to be taken orally or rectally depending on preference that will mutate their reproductive system from the inside out, allowing them to reproduce asexually, effectively creating an exponential growth among the bit beast population, which will lead to his charity, Gods for Tots, to supply a bit beast to all in all a good night. He also sold the technology to the agricultural sector for $4.1 million, ending world hunger now that ranch hands don't need to jack off cows to make new ones. Next, we have Elliot W, aka Garlic Sunshine on Instagram, the most glamorous blader in the world and wielder of the handsome hamster bit beast Hansamu. You ever look at Santa and say, look at that unkempt bitch with the nog-stained beard and diabetic bloodshot eyes. Dude needs a makeover if he wants to live another 100 years or stay relevant for another 3. Well, Elliot and Hansamu sure did, and this year they're doing something about it. Cue montage. Hosed down, wrung out, dried off, and shaven to a sensual stubble. Crunches, cardio, kegels, steamed chicken breast 4 times a day, maintaining ketosis 24/7, and finally, red velvet cashmere suits with designer boots and real polar bear fur accents at the cuffs and collar have made Santa one sexy mother. Oh, and did I mention the smelly reindeer are out and majestic tigers are in? Like to see someone talk shit about Santa now, not just because he's marvelous, but out of fear of the fucking tigers. And finally, it takes 2 to Tohoku, former Beybladers turned blade shark hunters. Well, this Ripmas our boys aren't taking time off, holiday or otherwise. That's because they noticed a new store opened up in their local mall, which is obviously sus because who would open a business, 1, during a global pandemic, and 2, in a mall this decade? This has Blade Shark laundering all over it. But how are our 2 heroes going to monitor the storefront while going unnoticed? Oh crap, that's it! Now that Santa is sexy as the day is Ripmas, they can apply as mall Santas because canonically they are ripped as hell beach babes, remember? So, part-time wage slaves these 2 become, spending their evenings with mommies and daddies sitting on their laps to relay what children want for Ripmas. Santa is sexy now, so mall Santas are for mommies and daddies, and wedding yourself on Santa has a new meaning. So, as the week passes and laps are sat on, nothing alarming happens at the new store. Maybe they were wrong. Maybe a business can strive in a mall. Wonder what it is. I see now. It's a CBD Kratom pipe shop. Those places practically print money, guys. They can open one below an undiscovered spelunking cave and still break even. Oh boy. Better luck next time, guys, on Talkin' Bout Beyblade. Oh yeah! I don't know if I properly introed I just went first up with the shout out, so I apologize if that, actually, maybe I'll just record something right here and then put it in. But I want to wish all of you guys a happy, merry Ripsmas and even merrier New Year's. Don't have a Ripmas thing. Hey, Brix, if you're still here, I always do this thing where I improv something of note to say like, oh, if you get you down, do you want to do that if you're still here? And they always end with, but it's all good when you're talking about Beyblade.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you want me to do it, so sure.
Okay, so you'll just say, hey, holidays, the suicide rate rises. People are sad. But as long as you have friends, as long as you know that you're wanted, you'll never feel down. And most importantly, you'll always be happy when you're here talking about Beyblade. Something like that.
I mean, yeah, but like when you're suicidal, it doesn't matter if you are wanted. You just feel like you aren't regardless.
This year has been pretty crazy, and as we reflect on 2020, it was shit. We don't need to say, oh, was it that bad? It was. It was terrible. We can't even list off all the terrible things that happened, all of the crazy frontline news, front page news, headline news is what I mashed them together. We don't have time, even on a normal podcast, to talk about all of them. But one good thing did happen, and that's this. The Patreon, you listeners, this one community podcast. And 16 times this year, I got to go into a closet, and I got to unwind. I got to scream. I got to be me, unfiltered, unfeathered, like my brow.
And other characters.
And I got to do this while talking about Beyblade. See you guys later. I've been James.
I'm the Brix.
And we've been talking about Beyblade. Whoo, Daniel. Bye.
Cancel Ripmas.
No.